And today I want to talk to you about the impact of workplace violence on your employees. So it may be obvious that if an employee is physically attacked at work and they encounter some type of bodily injury, that may have a huge impact on them and on their livelihood. But you know, the impact of workplace violence oftentimes is something that we can't see, right? And so it's the psychological and the emotional pain that being bullied or being stalked or being threatened or being sexually harassed, that causes a lot more damage to the employee than sometimes the physical injury may. And so as organizational leaders, if you run an organization, you own a company, you run a department or a human resources department, keep these things in mind. I talk to a lot of business owners that want to say, well, how do we stay compliant? How do we keep our employees safe? But I don't want to bring this up too much, as maybe it'll cause some concern. And I feel truly that that's the wrong approach. I think that you should address workplace violence for what it is. It is a problem. It's a huge issue in our society, and even worse, it's causing a lot of damage to your employees, to their well-being, to their decisions to stay with your organization or the industry, and it's also costing your organization in terms of the bottom line. And so just think about a few of these things. The employee who is being hurt at work, whether that be from a customer or from another worker or maybe a spouse, they're having to go home and live with that every day, right? And so what does workplace violence lead to? Research shows that it leads to increased burnout, emotional exhaustion, and the decision to maybe leave the company. But also workplace violence is incredibly costly to the organization. Higher healthcare costs, having to deal with possible legal or issues or lawsuits, and then just productivity decreases because people are worried about their own safety. So as organizational leaders, we need to do more to address workplace violence. And I think a good place to start is realize that the impact is far greater than just somebody causing physical harm. But if other instances of violence are happening in your organization, they're causing harm that you might not be able to see, and that comes in the form of emotional and psychological harm. Hopefully this was helpful. As always, please reach out if you have any questions or need anything. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you soon.